In the future, an American organization is given the right to decide which of the country's population has the right to live and which to burn in a crematorium. The USA is rocked by social protests resulting from a deep economic crisis, hunger, and lack of water. Manufacturing and agriculture are in decline. The country is walled off from the outside world, and while some semblance of order remains in the cities, poverty and lawlessness reign in the outlying areas, and water is becoming a great scarcity. The government creates a government agency called the Bureau of Humanity to evaluate the efficiency of citizens and get rid of useless members of society. State of Nevada, Bureau Agent Noah Cross leaves the security perimeter, assured of his conscious decision by the Population Control Center, and sets out to find Chester Hills, former governor of Colorado. Noah finds the motel where the man has been staying lately, and after being directed by the porter, proceeds to the correct room. Noah checks the tax receipts, but the last ones are marked with a date 12 years old. This means that the old man is of no use to society and should be deported to the New Eden, a special city where useless losers get a second chance. But Chester claims to know the truth about the New Eden and flatly refuses to come. Going into the next room, he pulls out a shotgun and opens fire, accidentally killing the hotel manager. Cross ends up killing the former governor, which is seen by the Bureau as necessary self-defense. Noah gets a promotion because he did his job. Noah's friend and co-worker, Adam, announces the results of the investigation to him, and he shows him his spinning rod. When there was water, his mom used to take him to a lake that was full of fish. But Adam reminds him that everything there is now contaminated with radiation. His mother starved to death long ago and the lakes are long gone. Noah hears that people don't want to leave because the New Eden is crowded and there isn't enough food, but Adam ridicules the rumors. The next day, Noah goes on his next mission. He has to test the efficiency of single mom Rachel and her son Lucas, who live on an old farm in the middle of a dead wasteland. Upon seeing his car, Rachel is nervous. They will have to try hard to prove their usefulness, for which she orders her son to put on new shoes and adopt a decent appearance. She meets the man on the doorstep and introduces the boy to him. They begin their acquaintance while the boy examines the guest's car. Later, Noah shows the inquisitive Lucas his gun and he treats him to some filtered water lemonade. Noah shows how human efficiency is calculated, and the boy asks about the New Eden. His friend has moved there, but doesn't write. Meanwhile, Adam tells the assistant that Noah is being tested because he's gotten too soft lately, and asks him to let him know as soon as he returns. In the meantime, Noah is invited to dinner, and the aide notes the boy's intelligence and development. But the results of the inspection show that the family cannot cope with the load. They will have to move to a New Eden. He informs Rachel about it, and she asks to give them a reprieve so that the boy can perform in the school performance, for which he has been preparing for a long time. In the meantime, Lucas finds a chick that has fallen out of the nest and climbs on the roof to bring it back, but the old roof can't hold. The boy falls from a height and faints. Noah rushes to the kid, gives him CPR and saves his life. Rachel thanks the man, and he holds the dead chick in his arms and leaves for the city. But on the way he stops and remembers his childhood and fishing, then postpones the deportation of the family. When he returns home, he finds Adam there, who is displeased with his indecision. He does not understand what is unusual about the case and why Noah is giving slack. The agent explains that the boy is singing and hopes that despite the necessity of the move, he will have a pleasant experience, and is also surprised by Adam's callousness and gives the family 24 hours. Noah remembers the mysterious inscription on the former governor's matchbox, where he urges him not to give up and begins to search for the truth about the mysterious paradise place. Eventually, he comes upon one of the men who lost his brother's family deported to the New Eden. He hopes for Noah's help and hands him a memory card with secret information. Back home, Noah examines a picture of the New Eden and is horrified. The next day, Noah arrives at Lucas's school concert. He enjoys the performance, but the man is drawn to the people's belief in the unity of the nation. He drives his family home, not noticing that he is being followed. In the evening, he hands the woman a can of coffee, which costs a lot of money, and she confesses that her affairs are even worse than he thinks. Noah advises them to leave immediately. They are sure to be followed. He spends the night in his car and again dreams of fishing. But noticing the dust on the road, the man realizes that there is no time left. He runs into the house and orders the woman to pack. But while Noah is distracted by Lucas, Adam captures Rachel. Noah has to disarm, but Lucas, who has appeared, shoots the villain with his air rifle and the woman breaks free. A fight ensues between Noah and Adam, which is stopped by Rachel. Adam's deputies arrive on the scene and find him chained to a radiator and without an eye. Noah, Rachel, and Lucas leave in the agent's car, but they run out of gas, and the only good thing is that there is no communication, so they can't be traced yet. After reaching a gas station, Noah tries to get gas, but his cards are blocked. At this point, he notices the owner of the gas station, who advises people to surrender. Noah threatens the man. But he suddenly wonders if he is a good family man, and after hearing the answer, gives a small supply. And then the lame gas station attendant waits for a chase and rams one of the bureau agent's cars with his truck. Adam, back at the bureau, is reprimanded by his superiors. They order him to make contact with Noah, and then show Adam boxes of dead people's ashes, in which one of the bureau chiefs finds a baby tooth. This is to motivate Adam to find Noah as quickly as possible, or else Adam himself will go to the New Eden. It becomes clear that there is no New Eden, only a camp where executioners kill people and destroy their bodies. Noah, Rachel, and Lucas stop for a vacation together where there was once a lake, which is reminded by the dried remains of fish. A man gives Lucas a rabbit's foot, a talisman, and asks him to never part with it. He promises that they will soon come to Canada, where the lakes have been preserved. At least that's what he believes. The boy looks forward to visiting the lake and going fishing. Adam, meanwhile, searches Noah's apartment and realizes where he's going. Along the way, Noah trades a local woman his car, which he hasn't made in 30 years, for an unremarkable rusty station wagon that stinks, but the important thing is that it can drive. The peddler shares supplies with the fugitives and gives them the address of a man who might be able to help them. Meanwhile, Adam finds Noah's informant, who gives him a flash drive with information. Blackmailing the man with the lives of his wife and son, he learns that the man gave cross information about the New Eden project. He suggests the man go to the family he has already killed. Meanwhile, Noah, Rachel, and Lucas are ambushed by local Indians, led by a man named Schroeder. And this is the same man the peddler was talking about. He tells them that the north is contaminated with radiation and gives the pair a Geiger counter. Schroeder tells them that the border is guarded and they have to go west first. One must be wary of all the people they encounter, as well as the poisoned snow. They have to orient themselves to a blown-up nuclear power plant, one of whose reactors has melted down and contaminated the whole neighborhood with radiation. Schroeder hands them iodine tablets to counteract the radiation exposure to their bodies. They should start taking them as soon as they spot the reactor towers. Meanwhile, Adam searches Rachel's farm and finds her real identity. It turns out that the woman's name is actually Amanda Douglas. Meanwhile, Rachel discusses the future road with Noah and offers to turn herself in, but Noah is adamantly against it. They say goodbye to their new friends and leave, and at the bureau the assistant informs Adam that the real Rachel is long dead and her neighbor Amanda is pretending to be her. Meanwhile, the couple drives along the highway and Noah asks Rachel for information about the boy's father, but she doesn't want to talk about him, and Noah remembers his long-dead mother and her friend who taught him to fish. Meanwhile, Adam finds information about Lucas's real mother and learns that the boy's father is unknown, and Noah's car comes under surveillance by a military drone that the Bureau uses to try to find Noah. The drone reacts to any movement, so people have to hide in the bushes. The men sit idle and Lucas tells them that the Indians have revealed to him the truth about the New Eden. It's actually a death camp. Noah has to admit that's what he saw on the flash drive. It is then revealed that Cross knows the real Rachel Weller and Lucas is his own son. Soon the group stops at an abandoned gas station, and while Noah and Rachel are looking for supplies and gasoline, Lucas goes to the bathroom and gets caught by Adam. Noah and Rachel manage to get to the car and are driving out when Bureau agents try to detain them. Lucas, meanwhile, knocks out Adam's artificial eye and pretends to look for it, and makes his way out of the room via an underpass. The group leaves. Later the men stop for the night and Noah reads an ancient radiation behavior manual. Amanda tells them that when Lucas was born, there was unrest and riots, and when Rachel decided to sell her 2-year-old son, there was a fight between her and her friend, and Amanda accidentally killed Rachel. She ends up secretly adopting Lucas and assuming the identity of her dead friend. Noah refuses to admit to Lucas that he is his father so as not to traumatize the kid further. Soon they get to the nuclear power plant. Noah measures the radiation level, and it turns out that the destroyed reactor is really dangerous, but not that dangerous, and it is actually safe in the north. It turns out that the US authorities are deliberately scaring the citizens of the country with a non-existent threat so they won't run away. The group drives along a forest road and Lucas is surprised to see so many forests, but not far from the border the car breaks down and they have to walk. This is where the agents catch up with them, and despite the fact that they have no authority here, they are going to kill the fugitives. Adam demands Noah return the memory card in exchange for returning to his old life and then kills Rachel since no one wants witnesses. Noah asks Adam to let Lucas go and Adam lets the boy go. When Lucas escapes, Noah gives him the card, but upon checking it, Adam finds out that there is no information on it. In a fit of rage, Adam kills Noah. Lucas hears the sound of the gunshot and returns to the scene of Noah and Rachel's deaths. He lunges at Adam, and although he can't do anything to a grown man, he tries to beat him. And that's when shots ring out and the agents fall one by one. Only one of them escapes. Lucas finds himself in a Canadian settlement, in which, as it turns out, it was Noah who was waiting, and the memory card was in the boy's rabbit's foot the whole way. In the video, Noah Cross tells the truth about the New Eden, that it is a death camp where people are poisoned with poison gas and burned in crematoria. This tape is shown on every available channel. Noah urges people to fight. And a revolution begins in the United States. Cities are burning, and the government is preparing with horror to answer for the genocide of its own people. And the bureau chiefs of humanity can only watch as chaos engulfs America and a new civil war begins. At the very end of the movie, they show Lucas diving into the lake, the same lake in which his father Noah fished many years ago. Interesting plot of the movie, which gives an opportunity to think about the future of humanity. What will happen if people have no resources left to live? Write in the comments what you think about it.